Okay, so now we're going to talk strictly software. Like I was saying, this is a very solid phone. Let me increase the brightness just a tad bit. Very solid phone. This is probably the best implementation of Android that I've seen on any phone, and I've had several of Android phones. Samsung did a really good job with TouchWiz 4.0. I haven't felt the need to download a home replacement. TouchWiz is really good. They were able to optimize it to run very well with the dual-core Exynos processor. Anything you want to open up just pops up just immediately. There's no lag on this phone, and trust me when I say that. Usually, when I get a hold of a phone, I punish the phone. I'm constantly emailing. I have a bunch of different clients that I got to call. I take pictures. I YouTube. I web browse. I've been putting this phone through like some rigorous testing, and the phone has been surprisingly smooth, and battery is great. So that being said, there's a few bugs that I'm not crazy about. Starting with the lock screen here, the lock screen can be a little wonky. I think Samsung needs to optimize it just to run a little bit smoother. I would want to just kind of swipe and be able to unlock the phone like that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You actually sometimes have to drag your finger all the way down for it to unlock. I would want to see them maybe tweak it just a little bit so that it could be a little bit smoother. Also, some people were complaining on YouTube, a few different there was like 4 videos that I've seen of people that were complaining that when they would lock and unlock their phone, you see like a flash of your home screen. That's true. Sometimes when you're opening up different applications, say you're on Facebook, and then you open up your gallery and this and that, and you click your button, you put it to sleep, and then you turn it on, you see a flash of your home screen before the lock screen. So that's it's pretty annoying. It happens frequently. It's not happening now, but as you use the phone, sometimes it'll freak out. So that's something that they need to address. I don't think it's a big deal. I think that's something that Samsung and Sprint can patch up with a software update. Another thing that I wasn't really crazy about was the auto correction on the keyboard, and actually the keyboard in general. I'm not crazy about the keyboard. Sometimes the autocorrection works, sometimes it doesn't. Out of the box, this XT9 predictive text is turned off, so when you get the phone, if you're new to Android, there's no autocorrection. So you actually have to go into the settings, go into the XT9 predictive text, and then you kind of have to mess around with these settings here: spell correction, next word prediction. Either I'm a fool or I haven't used a Samsung phone in a while, but I can't seem to get the keyboard to work properly. Coming from just a stock gingerbread keyboard, this keyboard is pretty messy. You can download a replacement keyboard. I have Smart Keyboard Pro, but even that is kind of it's not the best. On the other hand, you do have Swipe. It's pre-installed, so you don't have to download an APK, or you don't have to sign up for the betas. You have the real thing here, so that's pretty cool. Another thing that I wasn't very crazy about is YouTube. The application, you actually have an outdated version of YouTube. I have the Nexus S as well, so let's say when you tap this video here, and you're watching it, and then you get a phone call. Okay, so you get a phone call, right? So you're going to pick up the phone call. When you go back, you actually have to start from the very beginning again. You don't have that feature with like stock Android or an updated version of YouTube. You can just pick up where you last left off. So I tried looking for the YouTube app in the Android market, and it says that the device isn't supported. You actually can't even find the YouTube app. I'm going to show you right here. YouTube. There's no YouTube app anywhere here. I actually was able to see that information through AppBrain. So I don't know what the deal is. We have an outdated version of the YouTube app. Something that's pretty cool, I'm just kind of going randomly here. Something that's pretty cool is that you can take screenshots natively. It's in the core of the operating system. You don't have to root your phone. You can take screenshots from within anywhere of the phone. That's pretty awesome. Messaging is pretty cool. You have this or not. You have this two-panel overlay here that Samsung advertises. You can actually do it with their email client and through messaging. I was a little bummed out that you can't do it in Gmail. So I was hoping to have that double panel like you have on Honeycomb. Fortunately, it doesn't work on Gmail. I was really looking forward to that when I seen that advertised in a commercial, but you don't get that. Basically, the phone is just super smooth. If you're coming from like an Evo, a Photon, an Evo 3D, maybe from an iPhone, this is as good as it gets. This is a just like a demon. Everything pops up. There's no lag. Everything just works super smooth. The multi-touch is excellent on this phone. You have these cool gestures here. I've been, like I said, opening up different apps and just putting this phone through like heavy testing, and there's like no hiccups. The web browser is excellent. Look at that, super smooth. The phone is just super fast. Everything just loads really fast, no lag. If you happen to see that checker pattern, it's there for like a second and then it's gone. Flash plays really good on this. And what else? You can actually uninstall Sprint applications. You can't uninstall these here. You have Sprint Hotspot, Sprint ID, Sprint Mobile, Sprint Music Plus, and Sprint Zone. But I was able to uninstall the rest of the Sprint apps. The app drawer is pretty smooth. You can actually customize these icons here down in the bottom. Very simple. You can just drag that one there. You see, and now you have that there. So if I want to put that back, I could just do that. You click home, and there you go. Overall, the phone is very smooth. The display, even though it's not a QHD display, it's not a high resolution display. Super AMOLED Plus is very good. The blacks are very black. The reds, everything just pops, and you actually have different settings that you can play around with here when it comes to the display here. You go to screen mode, and just like on their TVs, you have dynamic, standard, or movie. If you want to have it in dynamic, everything is just really vibrant and really awesome. Again, you don't have QHD, but phones like the Evo with QHD and the Motorola Droid Bionic, the colors are a little washed out. With Super AMOLED Plus, you get great viewing angles, and everything just looks amazing. So the fact that you have a crappy resolution is pretty much you kind of forget about it once you're looking at the display here. And the phone is, even though it's a big phone, it feels very good in your pocket. It's very pocketable. It's great in the hand. And TouchWiz is a vast improvement from the previous versions of TouchWiz. Again, I've been using this phone, and I've been very shocked, very surprised with the phone. You get resizable widgets here. Look at this here. I'm going to try to do it. You see that there? You can resize them. And then Samsung actually customized, let's see, they customize the way you see your widgets here. They've added some pretty cool effects here, some 3D effects. You could actually see the widgets that you're going to add. So they made it a little more user friendly. It's an overall smooth operating system. It runs great on this phone. You have an awesome camera in the front, an awesome camera in the back. The phone is like a horse on steroids. And I'm very surprised that Samsung was able to pack all that into a very slim, sexy phone. If you're on the, if you're considering this phone, I would say it's a no-brainer. Go ahead and upgrade. Once the Nexus Prime comes out, maybe you can sell the phone if you really choose to go down that road. But I'm going to tell you right now, stock Android is great, but this is also great. And I don't miss my stock Android. This has been a really pleasant experience, and I highly recommend it. I give it a solid 9 out of 10. So if you have any comments, any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you later.